So it's time for the monthly update of the Blazing Festival tier list, of course. I did wait a full week for Global to get use of Gara. I did want to take a look at what people's opinions were about Gara in my comment section on Twitter and stuff like that. Not only get my own opinion, but also get people's opinions. And also, linear breaks for Madara and Kaguya are out for GP. I do want to say that I would prefer waiting for Global to get it, but there's no question. They are two of the best units in the game. I wouldn't say they're better than Final Fight Naruto and Sasuke, but they are two of the best units in the game now with their linear break, so there's not even a reason to wait for Global to get it. It's definite. They are two of the best units in the game, and there's no question. I want to say I do still think Final Fight Naruto is a better heart unit than Kaguya, even if Kaguya is linear break, but this might change with use. But like ranking wise, I don't care about like ranking them. I just care about putting them in a separate tier, and that tier is kind of their rank, right? Not like, oh, Hashirama is above Pain, so Hashirama is better than Pain. I just like, oh, they're all in the god tier. So if you don't see, this is the tier list I had already made. What happened was in my first Blazing Festival tier list, I think I did a lot of mistakes. So in my second tier list, I did it all. I rearranged most of it, and I'm pretty happy with this one that I have right here. One other thing is that Kakashi, he goes up 2 tiers because of Gara. Being a Blazing Festival nuker, he hits pretty hard, but before he had no good boosters, and that was a big deal. If you're a nuker but you have no boosters, what is the point of you? So Kakashi now has a booster, which is Gara, and he works so much better now. So I will bump up Kakashi. He's a much better unit now. I want to bump up Itachi, but I want to say like Itachi was in the lower end of A tier for me, but now he's in the high end of A tier. He's not at the bottom anymore, he's at the top. He is almost an S tier unit for me now because of Gara. And of course, when a specific unit for an element releases, that element just becomes better, and with that the units become better as well. There's no escape from there. Gara being a 750 attack booster just moves the bravery units up. There is actually one thing I did want to bump down Sakura, because the more the game progresses, the more normal jutsu healers become irrelevant. But Sakura, because of Gaara's 750 attack boost, I don't think she needs to be bumped down. I think she actually becomes a little bit more viable because she is kind of a nuker. So with Gaara, she does become a bit stronger. But again, jutsu healers, the more the game progresses, the less relevant they become. As you can see, Blazing Festival only has 2 jutsu healers. One's a trash unit and the other one's a little bit relevant because she does have passive healing as well, which is a big deal, right? And when I say jutsu healing, I don't mean, he heals when he jutsu. Is like, the only thing she does when she jutsu is healing. That's the only thing she does of relevancy. That's becoming more and more irrelevant. It's just how it is. So yeah, talking about Gara, this video is going to be more focused on Gara than anything, because the tier list is just updating for Gara. But I've also talked about Kaguya and Madara and why they're god tier. I do recall I didn't think before in the other tier list, I did place Madara with his inner break in mind and without it in mind as well. But either way, he still remains a god unit. He is, I want to say, the best overall unit in the game right now, even better than Final Fight Naruto. I don't want to confirm that, but I want to say it out loud. So, Gara. Gara is a new 750 attack booster, so that alone just makes him one of the most relevant units in the game. Every single bravery unit becomes way better when he's in the field. He does so much stuff, right? He resets with normal jutsu, which give him barrier, incredible for Ninja Road. He does a lot of damage against Wisdom. His ultimate does 100,000 damage, full map AoE, which is insane. And he also gets himself 3 chakra. Even if you don't have the last ability of resetting, you still can get chakra from it and get like a normal jutsu for free. So that is really, really good. And also increase damage by 30%, which is why he hits so hard. So even if you do ult before something gets increased, your ultimate will increase first and then do the damage, and again, that's why he hits so hard. So let's say you have him, and then you have Kakashi. you jutsu with Gaara's ultimate, and then you ult with Kakashi, and Kakashi's ultimate does 30% more, plus the 750 attack boost, and that's why, again, Kakashi becomes way more relevant as a unit because of it. Same thing for Itachi. When I talk about Kakashi, sometimes I also am talking about Itachi. The only thing is that Kakashi is a better example of a unit that was very bad, because his own purpose didn't really fulfill, but now it does, and he just becomes so much better. I almost want to, again, bump Itachi though. But Gara, again, he does increase damage, so he is not only relevant for bravery, he's an attack boost for bravery, but not only he's relevant for bravery, he's also relevant for Ninja Road with all the typings, because he does increase the damage, so it is something to think about. He does have 10% chance of getting chakra and being direct attacked, which correlates with the barrier. You do the barrier, you get like attacked by a lot of ads, you can get chakra back, very good, very well thought out. The last Blazing Festival also had something like that. Let me actually pull up Pang. The last Blazing, let me go for the events timeline. The last Blazing Festival also had something like that, where it was kind of the same. Pang ults, and then he has the ability of also getting chakra because he has a barrier. He also has 10%, he has a barrier with the ultimate. I feel like Pang's work better because his barrier is just 15,000, right? So no matter what happens, you're gonna get attacked and you're not gonna take damage. There's no way you're gonna take 15,000 damage. 15,000 is way more than people's like health. So it works a little bit better for Pang. And overall, I just feel like Pang is a better unit than Gara. I do want to say that Gara is the second. Oh, I just realized I used Gara's picture different than these other pictures. I'm gonna fix that later. Gara, right? He is maybe better than Sage 6 Paths Naruto as a bravery unit because he just does so much. Sage 6 Paths Naruto, he's good, he's really good as well, don't get me wrong. He heals, he hits pretty hard, but Gara, because he's a new unit and he has updated stuff, he just does way more. Now talking about other units, OT, although he is a bravery nuker as well, just like Kakashi, I don't feel comfortable bumping him up because he's just one of those units that is just such a throttle having him on your team. You're just gonna be boosting him and his boosting is not good. His boosting is not like Shisui where you jutsu someone and you do damage to someone and then you get boosted. His boosting is like, oh, I'm gonna boost myself and that's all I'm gonna do for that turn. You lose a turn by boosting yourself and you have to constantly keep boosting him. Because his boost lasts for so little, I don't feel comfortable bumping him because of Gara. One more thing, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't think Pang should be in God tier. The thing is that people that have never used Pang don't think Pang is a God tier unit, but I can guarantee you, Pang is one of the best PvE units in the game. This list is a PvE list, so Pang is one of the best PvE units in the game. I think he's the lesser good of the God tier, but he's still up here. I think he's much better than Sasuke, Indra, Madara, Shisui, Kabuto, Kakashi, Naruto, and Gara. Again, Gara, although I really like Gara, don't get me wrong, I don't really like Gara, Pang is just much better. And, oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Kaguya and Madara. Kaguya, I did have her in the S tier, because I felt like Kaguya was a lesser Final Valley Naruto, and that's why I didn't feel comfortable having her in the same tier as Final Valley Naruto. She did most of the same things that Final Valley Naruto did, like, oh, AoE normal jutsu, and then ult is a single target, heals basically the same amount, and then has damage reduction. She was a lesser Final Valley Naruto. But now with her Lina break, right? She does still heal for the same amount, and she does do the same things, but she hits as hard as Final Valley Naruto. Even with Final Valley Naruto being boosted now, she still hits as hard as Final Valley Naruto now, and she does get really easy ultra combos with her normal jutsu, which is really good. She can solo Ninja Road, which is a big deal, with her increased stacking of damage reduction. It's such a good ability, right? And overall, she's just incredible. She just becomes maybe a one-up for Final Valley Naruto in a lot of ways, because again, Final Valley Naruto to hit hard, he needs to be attack boosted by another Final Valley Naruto. Kaguya doesn't. Kaguya is just a solo nuker and she doesn't need anything. And Madara, he's just everything. Madara is a god. His ult is incredible, his normal jutsu is incredible, his abilities are incredible. He's one of the best PvP units and one of the best PvP units. So I don't feel any less comfortable having him in the gods here. So again, I didn't move anything else in the tier list because there was no need to. The only new thing is Gara. So Gara was the only thing that could have even shaken up the tier list. One thing that I do want to update, actually, I was thinking about it, but I wasn't really sure, is because Ninja Road and Raids have been given so many status ailment stuff, I do want to bump Shin and Sasuke to A tier. And I do want to bump down Sakura, but I'm going to keep Sakura as here. I'm actually going to ask, do you think I should bump down Sakura? I feel like it because normal jutsu healing is just not as relevant. It just isn't. And also I do want to bump up Madara. Madara, he is such a good unit for Ninja Road. I always think of him as like, oh, his ult is good, but it doesn't hit really hard, and his normal jutsu is pretty trash. But when you get his ults to reset, he just doesn't stop. He just does so much damage non-stop, and his attack boosting on the buddy skill is for 500, which is does any other unit actually does 500 as a buddy? I can't think of anyone right now, but probably is. There probably is someone that I'm just not thinking about it, like a normal banner unit. His attack boosting as a buddy is insane with like 36 pass Obito, Naruto, Kabuto, so I do feel comfortable having the gods here, but I think Pain's better than him. The only thing Madara has above Pain is the healing, but Pain also has buddy healing, so Pain is just a jack of all trades. But yeah, this is the updated Alpha tier list. Again, Kakashi goes up, Madara and Kaguya. Madara was already in the gods here, but Madara may be the first one in the gods here, honestly. Kaguya goes up, of course. Gara goes to the S tier. I do want to bump him, but I don't feel comfortable. I just don't feel comfortable. He's not a unit that carries you, right? All these units right here, they carry you through anything that you can possibly think of. These units, they help a lot, but don't carry you. Like Shisui, he has the gimmick of the dodging, but that is a gimmick. That's a gimmick that they're not always gonna work, right? He needs someone to help him. So I feel comfortable having him in the gods here. Same thing for Angel or Sasuke. They just don't carry you, but they're still really, really good. So yeah, let me know if you got the updating, and thank you guys for watching.